The deluded downfall of JaeBae, fat activist. Fat activist? What are you talking about? What do you mean fat activist? What, you want people to have heart attacks and die early? Is that what you're fighting for? Bro, they need to start throwing these people in jail.
What started with innocent makeup reviews quickly spiraled into a plus-size clown show as JaeBae petitioned for...
Yo, don't even cap. She low-key looks like Gorlock. I'm not even playing.
Wider hallways, stronger elevators...
Wider hallways? Yo, this has to be sarcastic. Stronger elevators. Well, what the fuck? Has she had elevators fall on her before? Like...
and bigger airplane seats.
Bigger airplane... That's lucky facts. Wait, pause. I'm hating for no reason. Bigger airplane seats, 100%. I'll put her in office, bro. Put her in office.
However, her downfall in the delusion seems to have all come to a head in the past couple of months, as JaeBae has found herself thrown into prison. When I looked into the life of JaeBae closer, I found delusion...
I mean, I did say they should start throwing them in jail.
Begging, hypocrisy, and honestly, so much worse. But it wasn't always like this, and JaeBae...
Oh, if you've got a title like Fat Activist, trust me, you've got a lot of issues, bro.
Started out with pretty standard content. Jalen Chaley officially started her YouTube channel named JaeBae in 2019, and it was a far cry from her fat activist content. And she actually started out doing just standard makeup and fashion reviews, but obviously with her plus-size twist.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming here to my channel. I'm so excited to share.
God, bro, like how can people really sit there and like make fun of me or like think I'm rude for making fun of this, for not glorifying this? She can't fucking breathe, bro. Like, she can't even breathe by herself. You want to sit here and act like this is okay? No, this is something that we should make fun of, bro. This is something that we need everyone to know is bad, bro. This is really bad. If you have no condition and you're basically handicapping yourself, this is a serious problem. I don't think we should make fun of these people. I think I probably am, because I'm trying to be entertaining. I'm making a YouTube video. But at the same time, bro, like, I'd much rather someone made fun of a fat person than glorified it. Saying it's okay is 20 times worse.
The products that I have that I'm going to unbox for you guys today.
As Jalen introduced us to her channel, the first thing that sticks out is her breathing tube, which is surprising to see considering she's just 22 years old when she posted the video. And
that's crazy, yo. 22 years old and you're at this point. God damn, man.
It reminds me a bit of Penny from My 600 Pound Life. It was never seen without her breathing tube, despite actually nothing being wrong with her. JaeBae also expands on what she does for a living, or maybe
there's nothing wrong with her. What, she just swears it because it's cool?
To what she doesn't do.
I haven't really addressed it, but right now I've been going through some health issues for the past few months.
And those health issues are pretty...
I wonder why you're going through some health issues. That's such a mystery. I bet this really puzzles the greatest scientists and doctors we have.
Clearly related to her weight, as she has recently revealed that she weighs over 500 pounds. And this massive weight is something that's become a focal point of her content.
Like, bro, what is that? What is that, bro? Like, that's straight cheese, bro. What is that? Like, is it just me that's genuinely wincing right now? Like,
she started to realize that her clothing videos weren't getting the views that she wanted, except maybe the lingerie try-ons, which I won't be showing here. JaeBae decided to pivot slightly, and we can see the seeds.
Yeah, I will never understand those categories. I know it's quite popular on the hub, bro, but I will never understand categories. Like, the one thing, if I can literally... A girl can be, like, not the most attractive ever, but if she's overweight, bro, that's the biggest turnoff. Like, that's the biggest turnoff.
This idea,
and every guy thinks this way.
She uploaded her video titled Fat Shaming Story Time at the end of 2019, and she shared her stories of how she's been shamed for her weight in there.
So anyway, I grew up around a lot of body shaming, a lot of fat shaming, drug addicts.
Because that's the real world. That's the real world. I'm gonna keep it a buck. People online like to act like it's okay because they don't want to lose sponsors. But bro, like, I'm telling y'all right now, this is not okay. In the real world, everyone knows this is not okay. You know why? Because you don't sit in your own space. Like, people behind the computer, they're in their own world. They're thinking their own things. But when you're in the real world, you're in reality. You look at a person who's in that state and you're just thinking weak. You're thinking weak. This person can't survive on their own. Like, they need an oxygen tank because they're killing themselves. They're hurting themselves. If I get banned because I just said KYS, bro, I'm lashing out, bro.
Guns, gun violence, gangs, all kinds of crazy stuff. And I had lots of family members tell me I wasn't gonna be shit. I wasn't gonna ever graduate high school because neither of my parents graduated high school. My mom had me when she was a teen, so I was told I was gonna be a slut and have 2 kids. By the time I was 17 years old, I was gonna live off welfare.
Like, what do you want me to feel bad for you?
I was gonna be just terrible, you know, terrible for my entire life because of the people that I came from. And I heard this stuff.
She told us how she has been put down her entire life and really put her victim mentality on full display. But the
100%. It's not just victim mentality. It's sort of a coping mechanism. All fat people I've noticed have this thing in common where they just have victim mentality.
roots of her fat activism was starting to grow as she shared this delusional monologue which feeds into the healthy at every size movement.
I have had people say all kinds
Hey, oh my God. No, she should seriously be thrown in jail. Oh, thank God she was put in jail.
of stuff, tell me all kinds of things, and I prove them wrong. And so can you. Size does not determine health. Skinny people saying, judging someone's health by what they look like, how big they are is ridiculous because what about people who smoke? What about people who do all these different things that are unhealthy, use drugs, drink alcohol?
That still doesn't mean that weight is healthy. What? Okay, yeah, if you're skinny and smoke, yeah, that's obviously bad for you. But if you're fat and smoke, that's double bad for you. Like, how does this make sense? Are you being serious, bro?
Every single day. Just because you are skinny does not mean you are healthy. Size does not determine health.
Yeah, but if you're fat, that means you are 100% unhealthy.
It's dangerous for a person who's over 500 pounds to deflect this much. By saying her size doesn't determine her health because smokers are unhealthy is honestly ridiculous, especially when she's admitted herself that she has health issues and literally needs a breathing tube so she doesn't suffocate. Eventually though, she started leaning more and more into this fat activism, and although this is where she gets most of her popularity from, it's also the reason she became infamous in the plus size community. And it all started with a single video. Before we get into that though, it's important
Plus size community, like, why are we making communities about this bullshit? Why does your weight, like, influence the, I don't know, man.
to realize that
It just sounds so wrong to me, bro.
JaeBae started to lean into fat activism not to be just part of the movement, but because those views equaled money to her, as she explained herself.
Like, I don't think fat people should isolate themselves from society. I don't think that's the way to go about it. You don't make groups where you're just unhealthy together. It's like smoking clubs. I will never be, like, for that. Like, if you told me the smoking community, I'm like, bro, like, why are we making communities around this shit? Like, can we not make communities about some things that are positive so we can interact with each other and communicate about things that are positive? What the fuck does the fat community talk about? Donuts? Like, what are they?
Plus size content creator, I have a different set of challenges than other creators do, but I have still made thousands of dollars being a content creator, and I would highly recommend getting into content creating if it's something that you're interested in. Every day I get tons of questions about how I work with brands, how I find different brands, how I've made thousands of dollars as a content creator, and so on.
So as
Bro, what size is her shirt? Like, that's genuinely a blanket.
these videos gained views, although it gained her hate, brands actually wanted to work with JaeBae just because of the views and ad revenue.
That is mold, bro. Like, look at her armpits, bro. That's mold. Like, what are we doing right now, bro? Like, what is that?
However, as we'll see, not all of these viewers were positive. Now with that in mind, JaeBae posted the first of her videos which went mega viral, and that was about plus size travel.
Plus size travel tip. The Boeing 787 and
Yo, normal size travel is shit. I can't even imagine fat size travel. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I low-key sympathize on this one. For everybody though, not just for fat people. Fuck travel in general, bro. Airplane seats is extortionate. Like, it's actually extortionate. Why can't I just have, like, a normal amount of space, bro?
Airbus A350.
Like, that should be a rule.
Plus size friendly aircrafts.
This 6-second TikTok got over 1.7 million views alone, and from that point, Jalen saw dollar signs and decided to go all into her travel TikToks and videos. Videos about her travel tips gained hundreds and thousands of views, and she shares how different airlines operated and how they treat fat people.
Okay, so Alaska Airlines has a similar policy to Southwest Airlines, but it's a little bit different.
Bro, look at the rolls, gang. Like, I'm not even playing right now. She's like a 3. She's got double patties, bro. Like, what is this?
Alaska Airlines does require that you buy 2 seats ahead of
Like,
time
her belly got a belly, bro.
if you do not fit comfortably in one seat.
And the comments on this TikTok weren't exactly positive, but they're about to get a lot worse, as one of Jalen's videos went mega
In the luggage room, yeah. Fucking hell, that was something stuck in my throat, bro. But that's actually hilarious, bro. We got some real comedians up in this bitch.
viral, picking up nearly 7 million views.
People tell me every day that I shouldn't be allowed on a plane because of my size. I'm here to remind you.
Oh my god, if you're ever on a plane and you're sat next to a fat person, bro, like, you genuinely shouldn't be allowed to fly. Like, you should not be allowed to fly. You should have to buy 2 seats, bro. Because if I'm sat here, why am I low-key sharing a seat with you right now? Like, I know it's not your fault. I mean, it is necessarily your fault, but, like, I know in this situation, specific instance, it might not be your fault. But you should have to buy 2 seats. Like, you can't go on one seat if you're literally taking up my place. And this has happened to me personally, bro. Like, I'm just like, yo, what is this, bro? I bought one seat. Why am I sharing it right now?
Your size doesn't have to hold you back.
Some of the comments were absolutely brutal, claiming that this should be a wake-up call, mocking her weight, and people...
Yeah, true. Some people are overweight, like the BMI index, it's garbage, bro. Like, I know people that aren't really that fat, but they are necessarily, like, they're technically overweight. But no, morbidly obese is very different. Morbidly obese is like, bro, you got genuine health, like, you need a breathing tube, you're dying, your organs are failing.
Hoping she paid for the extra seats. Whether it was these brutal comments or airlines not giving Jalen free seats, JaeBae started to feel as though the world was against her. She even talked about how plus-size people could survive.
Of course the world is against you. The world is also against violence. The world is also against school pew-pews. The world is against a lot of things, darling, and you're one of them.
Flight, as if getting into a plane was a life-or-death scenario, and shared her next viral video, which gained 17 million views.
Things that plus-size travelers hate. When the tray table can't come down.
You know what every other person hates? Plus-size travelers. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like, if you can't, you should genuinely have to buy 2 seats. I'm saying it right now. I'm not even saying this to be rude. I know I'm not beating the fat phobic allegations. I'm 100% fat phobic. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I do not support it at all. I'm not scared of fat people. But I will say this, bro. If you're fat, I will tell you that that is a problem. If you ask me, I'm not just gonna go up to you. I'm gonna be nice because every person deserves to be treated with respect. But if you come up to me and you're overweight, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not something I notice or that it's not something that's genuinely bad for you.
Worrying about asking for a seatbelt extender. Having little to no room to move. Narrow aisles and bulkhead seats. Tiny airplane bathrooms.
Facts. Them bathrooms small as shit, bro. Like, I can shit and wash my hands at the same time, like.
Worrying you're going to break the toilet. Getting pat down because you're fat. Tiny airport chairs.
Who's patting you down because you're fat? What, they're looking for donuts? Like, what do you mean they're patting you down because you're fat?
With armrests.
And the comments were brutal.
God, I would hate to pat down a fat person. I just have to get my hands between them rolls to check for any guns or weapons. I feel bad for TSA, bro.
Yet again, but they're about to get even more brutal as JaeBae started her first petition off the back of these videos.
So I wanted to make this video to talk about everything related to my plus-size travel petition. I am advocating for policies and measures to make air travel more comfortable and accessible for plus-size travelers.
Not just plus size, just make it for everybody, bro. I 100% agree with this.
My petition is based on personal experiences of discrimination and discomfort while traveling by myself and with my partner, who's also plus size. We have faced hateful comments, disapproving looks, and even refusal to sit next to us because of our
disapproving looks? What's the airline got to do with that? Of course they're gonna look at you weird. What the fuck?
size. The mistreatment of plus-size travelers is absolutely unacceptable, and urgent action is needed to protect the dignity.
God, bro, imagine you sit near your chair. It's already small enough. You're sat in your little seat. You're sat in the middle, and you just see Gorlock walking in.
Of all passengers, regardless of their size.
Jalen launched her petition, which at the time of recording has around 40,000 signatures, which laid bare her unrealistic demands. The first of these demands, which honestly isn't too bad, is just for flights to have a customer of size policy for tall people, disabled people, and of course, morbidly obese people. However, the next item on the list is where it gets really strange and controversial.
It's not too bad.
She demands that airlines must give morbidly obese people a free seat.
You're funny, man. What are you talking about? Give you a free seat because you're fat. What the fuck?
Even multiple free seats so that they don't spill over into the next chair. Many people have said that this is frustrating, as why should an obese person get an entire row to themselves just for free? Surprisingly, some airlines do actually have a similar
To be honest with you, I'm not going to be a hater, bro. I'm genuinely not going to be a hater because this solves my problem. My problem is I buy a seat, I want a seat. I don't want half a seat, I don't want quarter a seat. So, like, to be honest with you, I don't care if this, like, I don't care if they're benefiting as well. Yeah, give them 2 rows, as a matter of fact, as long as those 2 rows are nowhere near me, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Size policy, and it's led to some extremely shocking news stories. In 2023, a woman booked up and paid upfront for her flight from Montego Bay to Baltimore, where she was traveling with 2 teenagers. However, an obese person needed an extra seat, of course, for free. This led to the woman and the 2 teenagers being kicked off the flight in order to make room for this obese woman.
There's no way. There is no way. You know I'm suing the whole department. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You're just gonna take my seat. For who? Why are you giving up my seat? I better get refunded, reimbursed, sued. Like, sued. I'm suing them, bro. I better get everything, bro.
Who would not pay
I better get that plane as compensation.
the extra seat and had not told staff that she needed an extra seat beforehand. This is where the fat activism starts to break down, as you get situations like this in order to prioritize the obese flyers. 3 people, who 2 of which are teenagers, who had fully paid, had to be kicked off the flight in order to accommodate 1 person. I don't think it's controversial at all to say the obese person should have been the one.
Yeah, why don't they kick out the obese person? Obviously, the plane has strict, like, limits. It can't just carry everybody. You can't have people standing up on a plane, but, like, the obese person should have been kicked out.
To get kicked off the flight and wait for the next one, especially as they didn't book 2 tickets. And JaeBae supports this exact policy, even bringing up Southwest Airlines, who are the culprits in this case. Customer-sized policy.
Southwest Airlines sets an incredible example by prioritizing passenger well-being by offering a free second seat or reimbursement for the purchase of an additional seat for comfort and safety of those needing extra space. These policies enhance safety and reduces discomfort and health risks associated with cramped plane seats.
Whatever flight organization that was, bro, you just folded under zero pressure.
Southwest Airlines,
like, no one actually supports this except her.
The customer size policy should serve as a model for other airlines, encouraging them to accommodate plus-size passengers and eliminate discrimination.
Jalen didn't just stop at airlines and their policies, and her downfall into delusion was just beginning, as she began to suggest that hotels were being fat-phobic, and I really wish I was joking.
These are the exact steps that hotels can take to be more size-inclusive and accessible for travelers of all sizes. Number 1 on the list, provide sturdy, wider chairs without armrests in guest rooms, lobbies, and common areas to accommodate different body sizes and types. Number 2 on the list, ensure beds with strong support and a higher weight capacity, along with providing reinforced chairs and wider backing facilities. Number 3, make elevators and hallways spacious to allow for easy movement of larger individuals and those utilizing mobility devices.
It's like the whole world has to conform to her, and she doesn't have to change. The whole world has to change to accommodate her, but the whole world, no. She's not changing for anybody. She's staying the unhealthy person she is, and the whole world has to change and accommodate her unhealthy habits. Like, are you serious? How egotistical and narcissistic can you be?
Number 4, install grab bars in showers and near toilets. Offer adjustable handheld shower heads and raised toilet seats for added accessibility. Number 5, train staff to be respectful, understanding, and accommodating to travelers of all sizes.
Her list of demands.
Okay, I will be honest, bro. If staff is treating you bad because you're fat, that's wrong. That's wrong. Like, no one should be treating you worse. Okay, like, but at the same time, what you're fighting for just really doesn't make sense. What are you trying to get out of this?
It's crazier and crazier. And her saying
free seats,
that hallways and elevators need to be wider is just absolutely insane.
Oh yeah, we're talking about hotels now. What the fuck?
Walked through a hotel hallway and felt like I needed more room. So I'm not sure how wide you have to be to feel that way. Commenters on YouTube had different points too, such as how her raising the height of toilet seats would be absolutely disastrous for people who have real disabilities. As a wheelchair user, raising toilet seats is one of the most inaccessible.
Is that actually how they refer to themselves? Wheelchair user? Come on, bro. User? Like, is it a stand? Like, are we talking about, what's it called, that one anime where it's like bro, I could sing that we could literally just sit here and have a concert right now.
Things they could do. The issue is though that Jalen has now gotten herself so large that she does need a wheelchair too, and even uses a mobility scooter, which of course was gifted to her by a brand. Now it's safe to say public perception towards JaeBae has been—
Yo, these brands are so pathetic, bro. Like, genuinely anything for attention. Like, boycott these brands,
turning
bro.
negative for quite some time, as her victim mentality, defensive crazy policies, and unrealistic demands became more and more unhinged. However, what came next was about to make her previous antics look tame. In May of 2024, Jalen took a break from her usual bragging of her paid for—
Bro, stop using this photo. Like, stop. I'm seeing cheese, mold, I'm seeing rolls. Like, get this photo off of my face. Like, what is this Gorlock, bro?
And took a more serious tone.
Pissing me off,
she
bro.
uploaded a video of some apparently disgusting discrimination she had faced in SeaTac Airport. Basically, JaeBae requested to be pushed in a wheelchair, but after seeing the sheer size of Jalen, apparently the employee refused and walked away. And in February of 2025, Jalen talked about—
Yeah, facts. You're not getting paid enough for that bullshit.
it again with a plan for action.
Familiar with my experience at SeaTac where they refused to push me in a wheelchair. You saw that video, and they refused to push me because I was too fat. And they had absolutely no consideration for my physical health, my well-being, my needs, none of the above. Well, I thought maybe I was the only person that happened to experience that, and it was just something that was really uncommon. And then I talked to someone incredible in our community, and they're a much smaller fat person than I am. And
Bro, fat people, and I'll be honest, I'll say it as it is, bro. Fat guys are the coolest people on earth. As a fat guy, you're the coolest person on earth. Bro, these fat girls, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They're all like this, bro. They're all like this. The world has to accommodate them. You all gotta act stupid. You all gotta act like you don't realize that they're 500 pounds. Bro, like, this is a serious problem, and the world doesn't have to conform to you. You have to conform to the world. You chose to be this way. You chose to be this way. This is a choice. Yeah, I know it's the difficult thing to do, but you chose to smoke. I know you're addicted now, but you chose to start. You chose to get yourself to this point. You need to get help. You don't need to convince yourself that it's okay.
He experienced the same damn thing.
Jalen talked about how they had no consideration for her size, but commenters on the TikTok were quick to point out the hypocrisy, as Jalen had no consideration for the employees' well-being, even stating that they legally may not have been allowed to push over 400 pounds, but Jalen did not relent.
Goddamn, you're too heavy to legally be pushed. That's bad, bro.
Continued on her rant.
Big
Ever had
body.
a bad experience with CTAC? We would love for you to come out and be part of the protest. Let's show them that they cannot treat people like this. They cannot treat anyone like this, and they cannot treat fat people.
You already know that protest stunk of shit. That protest stunk of poo, bro. Like, I already know there was hella food carts. They all sold out. The McDonald's over there was lit, bro. Like, it was crazy.
This is unacceptable, and it's discrimination, and will not be tolerated any longer. So if you want to be a part of this protest, DM me tonight, DM me tomorrow, but let's go ahead and make it happen. We will be at SeaTac Airport Tuesday, February 4th.
I'm not scared to admit it. I discriminate against fat people. I'm not scared to admit it at all. I also discriminate against smokers. I discriminate against alcoholics. I discriminate against a lot of people. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna fuck with you. Doesn't mean I'm gonna treat you bad or worse. I'm gonna notice. And I'm gonna, if pointed out, yes, I'm gonna tell you that I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
If you want to protest at SeaTac in solidarity with me, come on by. If you see me at SeaTac, please come up and say hello.
So Jalen had spoke to countless people who had had the same experience of discrimination and who were also outraged for the situation they'd been put in. She had planned a huge protest in retaliation, with all the people in the plus size community to come down and make their voices heard. Jalen uploaded this call to action and gained 100.
But how many, oh my god, it's either all women or like a couple zesty guys. I'm telling you right now, fat guys are the coolest people on earth, because they know it's something wrong. Like, they know it's not healthy, and they own it. Like, that's calm, bro. But sitting here, what I have a problem with, and why I've got such a strong hatred towards her, is because she's trying to convince people that it's okay. She's trying to promote this. Like I said, it's just like me watching a guy trying to promote alcohol or trying to promote smoking as if it's something good. Like, are we serious right now? Like, it's always, God, man.
140,000 views.
It's the lack of
with support
self-awareness
from the comments and her community. So February 4th rolled in, and so did Jalen at SeaTac Airport, and she kickstarted her protest. However,
just her.
she was the only attendee, holding up a lonely sign all alone in a pretty deserted airport. People in her comments weren't exactly supportive either. Why should someone risk physical injury to push you?
Okay, I don't think it's physical injury. I don't think they refuse to push her because they don't want to get hurt, bro. They don't want to, bro. Like, you're telling me to push some, but I don't get paid enough. I don't get paid enough, and she's gonna be bickering the whole time, and then she's gonna go online and say how I didn't push her fast enough. Like, shut the fuck up.
So you're really expecting the average person to be able to push your entire body weight when you can't even walk or get yourself around due to your body weight?
Actually, low-key, she's 500 pounds. Yeah, I
Things were heating
understand.
up for Jalen. The entire internet was having a bit of a
Bro, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on here, bro?
on, and her videos were more popular than ever. But, like we've seen, it wasn't exactly positive attention. Now, I don't agree with flat-out bullying, but I think it's important to point out the flaws in Jalen's arguments and question why we should accommodate obesity more than
100%. As I've said, I'm trying to make an entertainment video. I'm giving my opinion in sort of a raw, unfiltered, maybe a little exaggerated way. If I met her in person, I want y'all to know this. If I met her in person, there's going to be no mention of her weight. There's going to be no mention of her lifestyle. We're just going to have a normal conversation. I'm going to treat her like a human being. But the fact that the whole topic of this video is talking about her weight, obviously I'm going to be talking about this, and it is something that I think of very negatively.
disabilities. And why should obese people have priority over average-sized passengers,
Yep.
like we saw with the Southwest Airlines story? Now, I'm sure the pressure of the internet was taking a toll on Jalen's mental health, as no matter how mentally strong and confident someone can say they are, everyone has a limit. Put that alongside her failing physical health due to her size, the cracks would inevitably begin to show. Now, if you are someone who wants to make it sooner rather than later, and on the 23rd of February 2025, she posted this video to her Instagram, showing her crying in the car, videoing her feet, and what seems to be her throwing up into a bag. The caption was even stranger too, and she's actually edited it so we can't see what was there in the first place, but it now reads as follows.
Yeah, damn, those feet are chunky, man.
I am now safe. My perpetrator is going to be served. I have a chat with the police department number. I am safe, and his family and what they've done to me will be exposed. And I'm not threatening anyone, but that's what God has told me to do. Now, it's not clear what was actually wrong with Jalen, except in her bio she states it was abuse and sepsis, but what she did share was a GoFundMe for people to help
What the fuck is sepsis?
her with her journey to healing and
I need to search that up, because if it's something like, I don't know, it might change my opinion. Sepsis. What the fuck? I've heard of it before. A life-threatening event caused by a body extreme response to an infection. So how's that got to do with other people and abuse?
safety, as she put it. I don't know why the first thing she does is make a GoFundMe, especially after bragging all over Instagram and TikTok about how she gets free holidays and makes thousands of dollars
It's
as
just victim mindset, man. Some people genuinely, they can't help themselves. How are you gonna help them?
an influencer. To me, this is a completely ridiculous thing to do, and people agreed. One person commented that her post was dramatic, and JaeBae actually threatened them with legal action if they didn't remove that comment. But it gets even worse. JaeBae DM'd another person and continued to insult them, laughing at their physical appearance and even threatened to
Oh my days. If you're a famous person and you find yourself responding to other people's hate DMs, like what are you doing exactly? There's literally zero good outcome out of this. Like they're gonna have more ammo, more fuel. You're gonna get more angry, more upset. Why are you doing this, bro?
get them fired from their job, all because they liked a comment calling her dramatic. Now, it's completely ironic that JaeBae, someone who's advocated for the rights of fat people, completely broke down at someone, and the first thing she did was laugh at their physical appearance, and in my opinion, just shows her true.
Because she knows deep down. Bro, it's because she knows deep down that there's something wrong and they're projecting. This is what victims do all the time. They project. You get beat at home, you start bullying kids, you start attacking people. When you live in an aggressive environment, you start projecting that. She's projecting right now, man. Like, this is, she knows something's up. She knows something's wrong.
Colours is an absolute grifter. She doesn't care about the greater good or making the world a better place. She only cares if she can make money from it. And if someone tries to stop her from making money, she actually attacks them. Unfortunately for JaeBae, the real trouble was still yet to come, and she would soon face the consequences for her actions. On the 3rd of March 2025, someone on Reddit posted some breaking news. We were tipped off to JaeBae being arrested. Charges include a Class C felony, and her charge sheet wasn't looking good. 1 count of misuse of 911 system, 1 count of resisting arrest and obstructing law enforcement, and finally 1 count of assault and criminal trespass. Honestly, I'm impressed that her nearly 600-pound body could carry all of these out, and I can't wait for the body cam footage to be released. Now, I'm no expert, but I think the assault charge being felony Class C is quite a big deal.
How the fuck did she even fit in the cop car? That's low-key a superpower.
And ChatGPT told me that it could lead to a prison time of 3 to 10 years and fines of up to $10,000, which JaeBae will surely beg for money to pay for. At the time of recording this video, JaeBae hasn't posted any updates since this incident, but has kept the Venmo and Cash App links on her profile, so we can only assume she's still in prison and cannot afford the bail. JaeBae is the prime example of a fat activism grifter. As soon as she realised she could make money from travel videos, posting rage bait online, and get rewarded while doing so, she lent into it even more, causing her worldview to get more and more twisted and delusional. She kept her victim mindset throughout, causing her to pay the ultimate price and lose all respect of the internet. Now, if you want to see more...
Look, I don't think the respect of the internet is the ultimate price. The ultimate price is our health that's going to be failing. And yeah, obviously something I haven't mentioned during this whole time, she's obviously doing this for attention. I mean, this is getting a lot of attention. They're making videos about her, so she's obviously doing this for attention. So, like... I'm sure deep down she knows it's wrong, and she knows that she's hurting the world by trying to promote this. But anyway, man, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe. I post bangers like this every day, and yeah, see you.